Hey there, singers. It's Dion with Amplify Vocal Studio. Today I want to talk to you about benefits of singing with an open throat or a raised soft palate. So when I use the word soft palate, I'm talking about that little fleshy, dangly part that's in the back of the mouth. I'm talking about singing with that in a raised position instead of it being kind of flat and rigid. Classically trained singers are trained to sing with an open throat. It's this idea of lift and loft, all the vowels are tall, and that's just that operatic kind of quality. But even if you're not a classical singer, an opera singer, and you don't want to be one, there are still benefits of singing with an open throat, and I'm going to share those with you in a second. First, let me demonstrate. I'm going to sing a little bit of A Whole New World from Aladdin. The first demonstration is going to be in a traditional classical style, and then I'm going to sing it in a commercial music style, still with a raised throat on both of them. So here's the first example. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. Right? That's your traditional classical operatic kind of style. Now I'm going to sing it more of a musical theater style, commercial music, and I'm still going to keep a tall palate. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. All right? So you can sing in whatever style you want, but there are still benefits to raising the palate. The first benefit is that you don't have to work so much in the larynx and the vocal cord muscles. You're relying on the pharyngeal resonance to naturally produce or naturally project the sound, all right? So by virtue of the throat being tall, I'm tapping into the pharyngeal resonance instead of using musculature to squeeze and to push and to do all of this work in muscles that eventually will get tired, and it's going to cause fatigue, and it can cause greater vocal damage down the line. All right, so that's the first benefit. The second benefit is that singing with an open throat is going to make your entire vocal range sound more even and more balanced. Whether you're singing in a chest voice, mixed voice, or a head voice, or a combination of all of them, which we usually do, when you keep the throat tall, it's just going to give you a more even sound. So here's an example with a siren. My first demo with a siren, I'm going to flatten the palate on the way down, and I want you to hear what that sounds like. Do you hear that ugly crack as I was coming down from my upper register down to my more conversational range? You heard that crack because I let my palate drop, which is natural, right? When we speak and we're coming back down to our spoken range, we want to let that palate drop. That's why, especially on descending passages that you sing, you have to really be mindful to keep that palate raised. Now I'm going to do a demo, and I'm not going to flatten the palate. Here's another siren. So see that example, there was no crack, no breaks. Here's a little tip. I'll do a video about blending registers later, but when you keep a soft palate, it really helps you to sing over what we call passaggi, or breaks and bridges. It helps you to sing over them, right? Instead of getting clotheslined and kind of feel like you're hitting a ceiling when you're transitioning registers. Again, I'll make a video about blending registers later, but I wanted to just throw that out there. Now, I want to give you a few exercises that you can do to train your soft palate to stay raised as you sing. This is not something that's just going to happen naturally. You have to build this into your technique and train those muscles to not get lazy, again, especially on descending passages, okay? So the first exercise, these are all warm-up, easy kind of things that you can do. The first one is a hum, and I want you to imagine that there is a giant gumball in the back of your throat, like that, okay? So as we do this hum, that's the position of the throat, and don't let it flatten out. So here we go. We're going to do it with me. Gumball. Good. One more. Going down. Last one here. The next exercise is on ah. And the reason we do an ah vowel is because ah is the most open vowel. When you open your mouth and say ah, right? The throat is already in that nice open position, which is our goal, all right? So we're just going to do some ah slides. So it'll be ah, ah. Do these with me. Keep the throat open. Ah, ah. Good. Ah, ah. One more. Ah, back down. Ah, keep it tall. Ah, one more. Ah. Our final exercise is still going to be using the ah vowel, but we're going to put in front of it. So it's just going to be na, 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 na on an easy 5-tone scale. This time it's going to be ascending, and we're going to move and bounce a little bit with it and have fun. So here's how that one's going to go. Remember, the gumball is still in there. Na, 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 na. Do it with me. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Take it back up. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Keep the throat open. Na, 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 na. Couple more. Na, 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 na. Last one here. Tall throat. Na, 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 na. All right. I hope those exercises were helpful. Take them into the practice room and train that soft palate to stay lifted. You can absolutely do it. All right. So if you enjoyed this singing tip, be sure to like Amplify Vocal Studio on Facebook and follow us at Instagram. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.